So the problem today is I want to put a flagpole up in my front yard. I know I have a 12-foot flagpole, and I know I have 20 feet of rope. And I don't have any levels. I want to get this flagpole as perpendicular as I can the first time quickly so that it can set. Now, I'm tying the rope to the top of the flagpole, and I want to know where in the yard do I put it to make this thing perpendicular. Now, we're going to take a look at this and see how we can solve it quickly using geometry. So let's walk over here. We're going to use, in this instance, the Pythagorean Theorem. The Pythagorean Theorem says if a triangle is a right angle, which is what we have, then you can have a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where in this instance, a will be the flagpole, b will be the length that I want away from the flagpole to put the stake, and c will be the hypotenuse, which in this instance will be the length of the rope. So let's walk over here and see how we can put the Pythagorean Theorem to use. Alright, so let's start with what we know. What we know is the Pythagorean Theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay? We know that a is the flagpole, c is the rope, and b is where we want to put the stake so that we get that flagpole perpendicular to the ground. Now, let's go. What I like to start out doing is go ahead and put in all my variables so that we can see what we have. So let's start out. We've got a equals 12, so let's do 12 squared plus b squared equals 20 squared, 20 squared being the rope. And the first thing I'd like to do here is go ahead and reduce the squared terms and then solve for b. So we know that 12 squared is 144. We've got b squared, and 20 squared is 400. So we know that from Algebra 1, to reduce this and solve for b, we first have to subtract all the terms from the side with b. So we go ahead and we'll subtract 144 from both sides. 144's canceled. The 400's left with 256. And then we got our b squared that follows down. So now we see that b squared equals 256. And we know that in order to solve a squared problem, we need to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. So we will take the square root. That'll give us our b. And we know that that will come out to 16 feet. So we know that 16 feet away from this pole, that stake's going to be driven. We're going to have a perfectly perpendicular flagpole to the ground. And now, instead of having a flag that leans too much, because I'm guessworking where this stake goes, if I lean too much far this way, then it's going to lean too much towards me. If I put it too close to the flagpole, it's going to lean the other way. So we know that 16 feet, optimal position, 90 degrees.